Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 9 of Pentacles. It's gain, right? This is an increase. This is the visible sign of progress. Whatever you're working on right now, whatever your life is, you're about to really notice. Spirit's kind of telling you, good news is on its way. Spirit is telling you, look for the progress that you've been making. Keep your eyes open and you'll see how this has been improving. Things have been growing. Things have been getting better. You are making progress. Okay, I don't know what you're doing. If this is a financial thing, it may be small at first, but I think it's going to get bigger. It's going to grow faster. But you have to be paying attention. Okay, this card is saying that there is a financial component to this. I think the finances are going to start improving, and it may be slow at first, but I'm being told that it's going to grow, and it's going to become faster and faster and faster. Okay? So keep your eyes open, but keep your mind open to this, because this might be some money coming in from an unexpected place. Okay, let's put this card into some context. Let's see what's going on here. We can use see, there's the Ace of Wands. It's coming in fast. It's coming in hot. And I think that the resources here that you're going to be gaining are going to allow you to take this thing, this life, this business, if this is, I don't know, maybe this is a company that you've started, or this is some aspect of your life. The money that's coming in, the resources that are coming toward you are going to allow you to take this thing in the direction that you've been wanting to take it. Okay, I don't know exactly what that means, but unexpected money coming in. Okay, we have the Chariot. We've got the Devil and the Chariot. And we've got the Art or Temperance card and the 8 of Wands. 4 of Swords. 9 of Cups, yes, very good. We've got the Prince of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. So you're headed towards some really life-changing stuff. I mean, it's a lot of decisions here. The 2 of Pentacles at the end, I think it's going to really feel like night and day. Okay, it could be that there's a really big move coming up for you. Are you in the middle of, I don't know if you're in the middle of packing or preparing, or you're going on a trip, or something like a long journey of some kind, I feel like is in the future for you. I like the way our major arcana is sort of pushing you. It's kind of like you are being just swept forward by spirit here, and I think the momentum is really starting to build. The momentum is starting to grow in your life. I think that's why we've got the fire here, and we've got it really sort of ramps up to an 8, right? The 8 of Wands is swiftness. It's things happening really, really fast, almost so fast we can't really keep up with things, you know. So we've got to be ready for this. I think this is going to be big. Let's select our mystery card, our bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here and put Bubo, our mechanical owl, right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction for that card, put it in the comments down below. Let's work together. Let's make it interactive, you know? Let's use our intuition. Okay. I guarantee over time, you keep trying to guess and predict that card using your intuition, you will find that you get more and more accurate. I guarantee it. All right. Okay, let's look around the room here. We've got our major, major, major. This is sort of the, the balance that we need, I think, between this raw creative ambition and the discipline, the devotion, the protection, the fortification that you need, right, to withstand the pressures of this thing. This is the pressure cooker, the art or temperance card. To me, it really feels like you're in the heat of it. You're in the thick of things right now, and it's a lot of hard work. You're in the fire. If you're in the kitchen, this would be you're in the weeds, right, as they say. And I think that Spirit is telling you not to change your plans right now. I don't know if you've been on the verge of sort of altering something or changing something. No, Spirit's saying that what you need is coming in, right? The resource that you're waiting for is going to arrive, and you're going to continue on your journey straight ahead. Your will is one. Don't start changing things up now, okay? Very good major arcana energies. Very strong, very committed, very balanced, very much capable of withstanding the pressures of this thing, okay? We have fire and fire. Got really good water energy. Really, really good. We've got some air. And then we've got earth, earth, and earth. So it is the resources coming in that are allowing you to follow your will and allowing you to really kick things up a notch, speed things up. Things are going to start moving faster as you build your best life sort of brick by brick, tile by tile. Yeah, step by step here. Very good energy. This is beautiful energy. Even if the Nine of Cups in the position of your environment, your relationships are going to be improving. It could be that there is this pressure cooker sort of energy above you with this, the Art or Temperance card. And it could be that this has been causing some stress, or it's on the verge of really starting to affect your relationships. So I think that the things that you need, the resources. Now, this isn't just about money, but this is the idea of things are starting to move in the right direction. That's bringing such a joy to your life. That's bringing such a relief and such a comfort to you, really. Okay? You're being told not to change plans, not to alter your course, but to trust in the process, trust in the path that you've already set out upon. Okay. Happiness in your environment. I think your life's going to continue to get more and more amazing. Okay. Your life is going to get better and better, happier and happier, as long as you stay connected to these major arcana, and because these are pushing you. This is what's giving you the momentum. See, this is like a hand that just sort of is scooping you along down your path, right? I think you're so close to success here that you can't consider too many different options. Okay, it's not the time now to start experimenting and doing different things. Stick with the way that you have committed to, and allow it to bring you forward. Okay, this is kind of we think of perhaps the Ace of Wands as being the beginning of something. Oh, maybe this the Nine of Pentacles, maybe you need something new. Maybe you have to put in a little creativity or innovate or do something different or try to make a big change here, like consider a different approach or get creative with it, No, I feel like this is coming from this devil energy. This is absolute a blazing fire going in this very focused direction that I think is going to really, in the future, staying the course is going to allow you to have so much more options down the line. It's sort of weird. If we stay obedient and devoted and committed, we stay one-pointed and concentrated here, right? We stay the course, we stay the path. That's going to give us the freedom, the creative freedom of the Eight of Wands, okay? I think things are going to start happening a lot more quickly for you. Yeah. The Chariot card underneath, this might have something to do with family or with your home or kind of the living situation in a way. And I don't know if this is something about you moving or if this is going to allow you to sort of move where you want to move in life. Right? Because it is a Chariot. There is movement here, but it's also a card about the home. It's a card about boundaries and limitations. Maybe you're looking to really transcend some sort of limiting circumstances. Maybe you're trying to do the right stuff so that you can buy your dream home, or you can move somewhere that's more conducive to your happiness, right? Because we have happiness in the environment. And if you don't have this now, if you're not in love, if you're not finding joy and bliss in your life, you will be. And this might be what you're moving toward. I think this is you finding the resources to quickly make a lot of moves that are going to bring you to the right environment. Okay? Joy in the environment, happiness in the environment, being where you are supposed to be, being where you belong, being in the situations, plural, many of them, not just about where you live, but it's about what you do and who you do it with. Full of joy, full of happiness, abundance, right? Joy on the physical, financial plane, mental, emotional, and the creative and spiritual planes. All aspects of your being are feeling joy in this situation. Okay? And I feel like this is what you're moving toward. And this is what you need to recognize, that you're making progress now. Okay? I think there is sort of a big financial breakthrough coming for you. I think this is the appearance of a resource that really is going to allow you to get closer to your goal a lot faster. Okay, the devil energy really is that ambition, and the devil energy is going to climb the mountain no matter what. Resources or no resources, it's just going to climb. This is your driving force, right? You didn't quit when things got tough. You may have been tempted to. Sometimes this card's about temptation, you know. You've been tempted to give up, I think, but you never did. And I think that your hard work is paying off. And you are achieving feels like the kind of freedom or the lifting of restrictions or the removal of boundaries. I feel like that's what you're after. Okay? I keep getting this impression of something happening at home. There's something about the home that's going to make you very, very happy. Everybody in your life, very, very happy. Okay? Maybe there was a delay in some sort of payment or some sort of financial thing. Well, that delay now it's on its way, or that payment is on its way. The delay is ending. And I think with the Eight of Wands in the future position, we have to be careful not to try too hard to make up for lost time. Okay, it's kind of like slow and steady is still the name of the game. We don't want to, because there was some delay, that we don't want to try to rush to get things going. Just stay the steady course. Things are going to start growing and moving faster and getting bigger all on their own. Don't try to rush things along too much. Does that make sense? Because I feel like with the Art or Temperance card that we have here, and this is everything. This is the point of the whole reading, really. This is the reading in a nutshell. And I think it's that you have been you've been in that pressure cooker for a long time, and I think when we're in that situation, we want nothing more than for it to end. Right? But sort of like rushing the last couple of steps is not going to help. It's kind of like, you're taking a test. And you've been working really, really hard. Okay, cool. We've been doing everything, focusing on it, giving each question its time. You get to the last page or the last few questions, and then you start to realize that as soon as I'm done, I can leave, right? As soon as I'm done, I've got freedom. I feel, I'm going to check off whatever. Last few questions, whatever. I'm going to be done. I'm going to run out. I'm done. I'm free, right? That's what we have to be careful against. You have to give just as much attention to these last couple of steps, because they say that last step is a doozy, right? Because if you're I can see the exit now, so you start running, you're going to trip and fall and all this kind of stuff. It's like a marathon runner they see the finish line and they start just getting lazy, or they start just like celebrating, and they start just whatever. They're not focused anymore. And this is almost the opposite card from our Ace of Wands, right? Very different. If we start getting a little loosey-goosey with our focus, we're going to stumble right at the end. And that's a big shame, right? So we have to make sure we give just the same amount of focus and effort and attention, even though things are starting to ramp up, you're starting to see the progress, the money's coming in, it's starting to be real good. Just keep the same amount of focus, the same amount of discipline. And that's hard to do, especially when things are getting better and better and better. You're getting more joy, kind of like that lifestyle creep, It's like, oh, good, the money's coming in, I don't have to work so hard now. No, you have to probably work harder. Okay, so I don't know if this is your business, if this is a career thing, if this is a creative project, or whatever you're working on in life. I don't care how old you are. You could be retired, you could be a teenager, you could be at school, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're working on now, you're starting to see more and more success. Don't let your attention, don't let your focus wane. Okay? Don't start getting distracted. Don't start kind of going off the rails, right? Stay concentrated. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll fumble. We don't want to fumble. So let's talk about the path of the serpent, though. And as we talk about these cards, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, well, please do, or consider it. It's free. It supports the channel, and I appreciate that. I also have another channel, Dove and Serpent Bedtime Stories. If you want to go find me over there, you're more than welcome. All right. Four of Swords. There's no room right now for stress. There's no room for getting any different ideas. Sort of give your mind a rest. That planning function of your mind, the analysis, the contemplation, doing the math, send that person to bed. Time to get some rest. Okay? This is a card that says, you've already done the math, you've already calculated, you've already figured out your plan, stick to it. Just because now you're starting to get, like, the money's coming in and it's starting to grow, it's starting to build up, it doesn't mean that we have to start adding on to our plan. Oh, I got all this money now, I should be doing a million other things. Let me just, let me revise the plan a little bit. In some ways it says, you've already established the budget. Just because now the money's starting to come in and things are starting to flow and function doesn't mean that you can go off budget, right? Or off the rails, or sort of off script. Okay. So be careful with this Eight of Wands, because this is fireworks. This is very distracting, This could be where we've kind of lost sight of the path we were on, because there's just so many more possibilities, so many things I want to do. I'm losing focus on what I really need to do. So put away the calculator and the slide ruler and the graph paper and the navigational charts. You've already plotted your course. Stay the course. No matter how good it feels, right? Keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Keep the same level of productivity, the same level of attention, the same commitment, the same discipline is necessary right now. Okay? Your relationships, though. See, we only have one court card. Today's not a big day for court cards. We got one court card up here, and this is the Prince of Pentacles. I almost wonder if you are focused on any of your personal relationships right now, because it feels like, the only people that are around you are people that are helping you in some way, or working for you, or working with you, or that are contributing to this. So it feels very professional, feels very business and very orderly. When we're looking around the room and we see that our only water energy is here in the environment, I think it's a reminder that, we've got to connect in a very sort of loving and compassionate and happy way with our people. And I see that it's a reminder. And that in this success, in this intense focus, this intense work that you're doing, make sure you find ways to enjoy it, to experience the joy of it. Okay. Especially with the Prince of Pentacles, because the Prince of Pentacles is living in the moment. The Prince of Pentacles is not thinking of the past, not thinking of the future, just thinking right now. And what we might be tempted to do is just feel like, I've already made it. Let me just enjoy. Let me just have fun. And yes, we need to do that. We need to enjoy that. The problem with the Prince is that it's going to, it's kind of like, I don't know, let's say in a survival situation, a long-term kind of thing. In a long-term thing, you're going to want to ration your sort of resources, right? And the Prince of Pentacles is someone that comes in and just says, let's use all these resources right now, today. We're going to consume them right now. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. We're going to do it. We're just going to do it right now. And so we need a little bit of the kind of long-term thoughtfulness or consideration. All right, we don't want to burn through everything in the moment. But it doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the success that you're achieving. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't share it with your people. This Nine of Cups is really, this is what it's all about anyway, right? The abundance, the joy, the connection, the happiness. You're pursuing your bliss. You're living the dream here. Okay. But we need the Prince of Pentacles to still use the resources in a very controlled and disciplined and sort of budgeted way. Okay, so that we can affect that too, the Two of Pentacles at the end, which is lasting change. That we're trying to make changes that mean something, and we're trying to establish something that is going to be here. It's going to be around. That we're not looking for a temporary change. We're looking to establish something, and it's kind of in a way it's saying that you're more than willing to sacrifice your immediate gratification for something that's gonna be around longer. So you could either drink all this water now and then worry about tomorrow. Or I could say, you know what, I'll drink just a little bit, just enough today so that I have some for tomorrow. I'll drink just enough today to keep me working so that I can eventually have some for the rest of my life, that I'll be set. And maybe we're talking money. Right? Maybe we're talking money here. Maybe we're talking time. Put a lot of time into this. Okay? You're in this pressure. This is what it's all about, how you're dealing with being in this pressure cooker. You need some sort of relief. You need to have some enjoyment. You have to be, you have to have some sort of motivation day to day, other than just the long term. And it's kind of a card even that says you got to take care of yourself. You got to make sure that you are satisfying enough of your needs and wants in the immediate term so that you can continue to build this thing long term. Okay. I'm not interpreting the Two of Pentacles as the need for any kind of a change of course. Okay. I think that what we are looking for is lasting change in our life in terms of our future, in terms of our lifestyle, in terms of our existence, our quality of life, right? I feel like we're looking for kind of longevity here. Yeah. The Prince of Pentacles is the one that's working here, right now, today. Right? Again, not concerned about the past or the future, just sort of following orders, doing what it needs to do right now. It's up to you to kind of keep them on budget, keep, this aspect of yourself, to keep them on budget, keep them focused. But they also deserve their due compensation. You deserve rest and relaxation and self-care as a reward for all of your hard work, but also to sustain that hard work as you're trying to build something, a larger picture. You have this intense ambition towards something, and I feel like this is a business of some kind. And I feel like the financial aspect of it is a very important aspect. I think we should look at the mystery card. What do we think? Well, I don't know. I'm not really getting a read on it, are you? Maybe Wheel of Fortune. Because we've got our 9 and our 9. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. You really are living the dream here with this energy. We need a card maybe that shows long-term progress, so maybe even the Death card. I'm kind of thinking like an Empress energy, though. I don't know. Let's see what we have. Oh, it's a Knight of Cups. Okay. Slow and steady toward the future. Not blazing fast forward toward the future, right? You are, you have this certainty. The Knight of Cups, the Knights always are looking at the future, right? So the Knight of Cups can see that long-term satisfaction, that longevity, that best life, that dream come true life. So we know that we have to walk very, very carefully. It's almost as if this cup is full. You're on this horse. You're not going to go galloping, down the path. You're going to go slow and steady. You don't want that cup to spill. You don't want to waste any of this. In a way, it's kind of saying, let's savor the moment. But let's be slow and steady. Let's be very deliberate. We're not going to be too slow, right? I think things are going to pick up the pace, but we want to make sure that we accelerate steadily. We don't just floor it, right? We just sort of gradually come up to the right pace. And it's kind of in a way the same way, a business. If it grows too fast, it's asking for problems. Nice, steady growth. Quick, fast growth, yes, but steady to where, management and the people and the processes and just, the structure of the organization can grow and expand with the success, right? So everything can grow together, because there's nothing worse than a business that grows so fast, but the facilities haven't been growing in tandem. The management hasn't been growing in tandem. The personnel hasn't been growing in tandem. And so it's sort of crushed under the weight of its own gravity. Yeah. So the King, or the Knight of Cups, as that fire of water aspect, looking at the future, knowing where we're going, knowing this is bliss, knowing that the future, we see it, and it's not going anywhere. We're going to do it the right way. We're gonna slowly and steadily pick up the pace until we get, we're gonna grow as much as we can, but we want all of the other aspects of this thing to to grow, again, in tandem so that it sort of equalizes the pressure. We're in that pressure cooker after all, right? I think this is good. I think you are following your heart. I think this is a long-term thing for you, and I think you're very close to it really kicking in, and this, the living the dream thing. I want to say dream come true, but I feel like it's living the dream, like it's an ongoing process. You're in the success, and it's working day to day, and it's happening. It's a way of things. It's an active, dynamic energy. It's not a static sort of achievement. It's not an object, right? It's a process. It's a relationship. It's a function. I think this is very, very, very good. We're going to do an extended reading too if you want to stick around. There's a link in the corner. There's one down below. New readings for Aquarius Thursday and Sunday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It is totally free. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.